Cairo 7 Chief Meteorologist Morgan Palmer coming up to 8 o'clock on this Tuesday night. And a tsunami advisory is in effect for a good part of our Washington coastline, all the way from the Strait and the northern islands, western Whatcom, Skagit counties, Snohomish County, out to the coast. Does not include the Seattle-Tacoma Metro and areas of Puget Sound, but right on the water. I would urge you later tonight, especially after 11 o'clock, to stay away from large bodies of water that are connected to the Pacific Ocean. A tsunami advisory is a step down from a tsunami warning. That's currently in effect in Hawaii. But what this means, strong currents and waves are possible as we go through the late evening and particularly overnight hours. Dangerous to people in and near the water. The danger can last hours after the initial waves arrive, and we'll look at the timing here in a moment. Widespread tsunami inundation is not expected along the west coast of the U.S., western Washington, the Strait of Juan de Fuca, or up into the Strait of Georgia. But we're still talking about fluctuations of the water level, which could create dangerous currents and in some cases some sea level run-up or wave run-up on the coastline. La Push 1135 is the expected first arrival of waves, and again, we could see some water fluctuations and some issues with strong currents for hours and hours after these times. Nia Bay 1140, Long Beach 1145, Mo Clips 1150, Westport 1155, Port Angeles 1220, Port Townsend 1245, Bellingham 110, and I put in here Puget Sound region 1:30 to 2, anywhere from 1 to 2 a.m. or 1:30 to 2 a.m. in that time frame. In spots around Puget Sound, there could be some more minor water level fluctuations. But again, south of about Whidbey Island and Admiralty Inlet, the tsunami advisory is not in effect. But we still want to be watchful and be careful tonight. Don't go to the beaches, don't go to the harbors and try to see a tsunami wave. You're putting yourself in danger. The forecast max wave height, less than 1 foot except a little higher at Mo Clips. Now that's above the high water mark, and also the wave action could be higher than that. So just keep that in mind and be very careful. Now our friends in Hawaii, they are looking at a damaging wave threat. A tsunami warning is out for those folks with an expected arrival time of the first wave at 7:17 p.m., perhaps a few minutes earlier. I've seen as early as 7:10 p.m. there, and that would be 10:10 to 10:17 Pacific Daylight Time, Washington State Time. This was an 8.8 earthquake off the coast of the Kamchatka Peninsula and Petropavlovsk, which is a port city in eastern Russia. 8.8 ties it for the 6th strongest earthquake on record. 4:24 p.m. on Tuesday afternoon, our time in Washington, 3,250 miles away. The travel time for such an earthquake to Hawaii, about 6 to 7 hours, and about 8 hours here to the Pacific Northwest of the United States in Washington State. So even though the tsunami energy and the waves travel at the speed of a jetliner, it takes hours and hours for those waves to arrive. Again, a tsunami advisory out for the coastline of Washington, including the Strait of Juan de Fuca, Admiralty Inlet, and the inland waters. And that starts right now and goes through the overnight hours with the first waves expected to arrive, or at least the first potential surge of water at Nia Bay a little before 11:30. Don't go to the water's edge, and if you're on or near the water, get out tonight. Get away from the water, and if you are in a boat or a ship, be very careful and heed Coast Guard recommendations. We'll have the very latest coming up later tonight, and also on Cairo 7 at 11 with team coverage.